Good morning, y'all. Welcome
Good
to
morning.
Tuesday, right? Very grateful to be alive today. Want to give God all the glory and all the thanks for waking me up this morning. Give me another opportunity to trade, to make money, and to help others make money as well. So, with that said, love my wife, grateful for my wife, and glad that I'm able to trade with her every morning
Every day.
right? While she take the trades, I
And
look
it's
at the charts,
9:30.
right? So we're about to go over to the charts again. Don't typically trade the first minute unless my alerts typically goes off. So let me go ahead and share my charts with you guys. Let's go. All right.
This is gonna be here that way. That's what I was trying to tell
Oh, that's gonna be in there.
you. You can't get rid of this unless you shrink it. All right. Go ahead.
I need this to be full though. That's not one I take. All right, that's not one I take. So calm down, people. Calm down, calm down, calm down. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's look at these charts right now.
What did we say futures is doing?
Futures, let's just look at futures real quick, see what futures is doing.
Mm,
Futures already came down.
yeah.
This was a nice 2-2 reversal to
Sure
the
was.
downside. Um,
And
not
it's not.
2-2 reversal, but this was a three
No, it's
one
a.
setup, I believe, coming down here.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's a two.
that was a nice setup. So because futures is dropping, we could definitely see something go on today as far as a downside. Apple is pushing up right now, so let me see what's going on with Apple. Apple might have some news or something. 31 minutes ago, Microsoft launches low
Oh,
price. Okay,
AI laptops.
Apple being investigated on. Okay, so nothing crazy. For news today, guys, don't have much news today. We have something going on right now. For 8:30, we had trade balance came in. Trade balance came in lower, right? And then we have at what is this? At this is tentative, so there's not actually any time. Might be 10 o'clock. We're not sure yet. And then you have at 1 o'clock, we're gonna have 10-year bond auction, and then 4:30 the market is closed. So always look at your charts and make sure always look at news, see what news is coming out because you will be trading, and then all of a sudden news come out, and then something happens, and you'd be like, "Yo, what the hell happened? I just lost. I was up, and now this big candle coming." So you got to pay attention to that. All right. So back on my charts right now, just looking for a good setup. Like I said, a lot of stuff was gonna gap down because futures was down. So we have to pay attention to that. Um, I like I like Adobe, but the thing is, everything for futures is coming down. So we gotta wait and see. Adobe's hitting right now. Adobe just went up. Kind of want to close the gap on Adobe. Adobe, I mentioned to you guys, I like Adobe to the upside. Um, but Adobe still have to break that. For Adobe to be very bullish for me, it have to break that 87, 387. What is that? 388. So it have to break that 388 for me to be very bullish on it. Um, Apple right now, let's see with Apple. Apple looks actually bullish to the upside, but I know futures is dropping. Amazon, everything gap down. So with everything gapping down, have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
With Google, Google gap down as well.
Yeah. Sitting on VWAP though.
Sitting on view up with Google. We can go up right here to 202, 201 on Apple. Let's see right here. It's 5 minutes. Um, man, Apple look like you want to go to 200, 201 to be exact.
We here for it.
Remember, guys, patience, okay? Patience. I like where Google is sitting because where Google is sitting, it looks like it could come down a rejection off that level. But everything right now has that divergence on a 15-minute setup.
Listen, don't force a trade if y'all
So
don't see one. Like he said, take your time.
be patient, wait for the setup, guys, before you take any trades. I actually like BA if BA reject off of here and come back down, close below here.
Okay, so put that on.
I actually like that.
So BA and Apple right now.
Yeah, the 50 is
What's
right
the
here.
inside day?
It's an inside day. Sitting on yesterday's low. So it didn't break yesterday's low, so it's still an inside bar.
Remember this week. Remember, technology sector is bullish.
You did
So
mention to me.
semiconductors.
Everything gapped down though. Yeah, everything gapped down.
I did good yesterday.
Meta looks good and bad.
It's like I love you, I hate you.
Yeah, Meta looks good and bad. It looks good in the sense that it's right by VWAP, but if it break the low, then we could drop more. With futures is bearish. So yeah, look at that. Look at that right there. It's right at the 200.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is giving right now, boy. Oh, Meta is giving right now. Meta. I'm gonna leave up Meta right there for right now. And then look at the divergence right here on Microsoft.
Microsoft went and hit target 8. Shit, I was target for that time
Yeah.
frame.
What is
That's
this?
good.
Yeah, it moved $3 already.
Out the gate.
Yeah, it moved
Oh, it
$3
broke.
already.
Hit a downside though.
Yeah, it
Could
broke to
go
the
up, hit
downside.
50%,
And then
and then
reject.
bounce reject.
A lot of these have bullish divergences to the upside. I like Meta.
Over Apple. Apple is pushing according to mine.
Apple,
Because Apple had dropped and then just came back up.
Yeah, but Apple, I said 200 for Apple. Apple is already close to that.
Mm,
And then we could reject and come back down. See, Apple is about to go hit the 200,
yeah.
right? Um, yeah, all of this is fucking pushing right now. But don't get caught into FOMO. I'll say that.
That part.
Don't get caught into FOMO, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, why my computer's acting up? Look. Hold on. Okay, it's working now. I said, wait, what?
SPY have a bullish divergence in a 15-minute, but we also in a downtrend right here. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Perfect.
So you have to watch that. If Meta go up and hit this damn 50, I'm not taking it at all. I want it to come back. Meta needs to come back down. These all have setups to the upside though. I like where Meta
Bounced off of.
bounce off of.
That's your sweet spot.
I like where it
200,
bounces.
honey.
Palantir took a shit. Oh my. Earnings. Hmm.
No video. Gap down.
Yeah. Google is going on back.
Let me
Man.
say cost. Starbucks. Remember me? I was looking at that yesterday. Forgot to swing
Oh,
back around.
Starbucks.
Forgot to swing back around yesterday. Sometimes you have so much on your list that you tend to forget. That was on my list yesterday.
Yeah, Starbucks came down though.
Yeah.
See that, guys? Meta is going up right here.
You called it.
Damn, man.
You called it. It moved at least 10% already.
Meta. I see Apple coming back down, so that's good. All right. So we got 1 minute left in this chart right here. Meta need to cut it out and stop trying to push. Damn it, man. Ah, when you don't,
Apple's
again,
at 200.
yeah, Apple is right at the 200. Yeah, look at that. 3-1
That was a
break.
perfect setup.
Yeah, to the upside.
You didn't check the other time frame.
No, I did
Otherwise, you
not.
would have just got in.
I did not.
Damn, that was like ideal setup.
That was.
Jeez.
That was a good trade right
Look
there.
at that. I watched this contract already move $1 for $1.
Yeah. But this is the thing I wanted to reject right here. This is where it goes up, hit the 50. Remember, futures is bearish. So be careful, guys. The push up, people might be thinking it's going to be bullish, right? And then we could come right back down. Now, in a sense, we have a bullish divergence setup on a lot of these to the upside. But I mean, I can't take the trade right there. It's at the 50. I can't take the trade even if it breaks the 15. Like that's a rejection point. Let me see some. Where's VWAP? Have to come down, test VWAP. Today's very mixy, guys. So be careful. Be careful. Even if Meta breaks right here, I'm not comfortable taking it right at the 50.
Because it could play around there and then jack off the 50.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable taking Meta right here at the 50. If Meta was down here, then I would have took it up to the 50. You see that rejection right there? That's what I'm talking about. If anything, I'd like to short it right here, but because it's right at the 200.
You let me know. My finger on the trigger whenever you ready.
That's a dollar move. Fuck. See why I said be careful, guys? That's the reason why I say be careful. I don't trust the market going up today. So with that, just be careful. Um, if Meta breaks this low right here, 89, we're going for a fall on Meta. Apple is coming back down right here. Apple is coming back down. I might not trade till 10 o'clock, just to be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I might not trade till 10 o'clock. Let me see if other ones are making moves.
So you don't always have to trade off the rip.
See right here, Google is sitting on the 200. Google is at a tricky spot. Remember, you don't always have to trade, okay? You don't always have to trade and you don't always have to be in a trade right away. So you can wait. MasterCard went up to the body of the candle, respected the body of the candle, dropped right back down. Where's Bitcoin? Where is Bitcoin? Okay. Bitcoin breaks here, then we're going to fall. So we have to pay attention to that too.
You can put an alert so it lets you know Bitcoin's falling.
Man, have a 3-1 setup on that.
I literally was about to mention.
Yeah, I looked at it just now. We have a 3-1 setup on coin. But because Bitcoin is where it's at right now, I wouldn't even try to short coin unless it kind of because the coin gap down. Yeah, coin gap down.
Is there a top on that candle right there?
On what? This?
It's
No, there's no top on that. Oh man, I really want to short meta. Be real with y'all. I really want to short meta. Um, holding the stop loss at the high. I really want to short meta, but I'll wait for the 50-minute because at the end of the day, this is still an inside candle right now. Well, no, it's not. And we're right on the VWAP. So we need to come down, close below VWAP on the 15, bounce back up right here, and then drop. So that's why I said sometimes you have to be patient. AVGO, I like AVGO to the downside as well. A lot of these I like to the downside. Remember, we gapped up quite a bit on AVGO.
So they got some gaps to fill.
So we have gaps to fill. We have a lot of gaps to fill to the downside, guys. See that? See how meta coming right back down?
You said
So
it.
if you was doing breakout strategy and you saw right there where meta broke the 15-minute candle, you would have got in. But again, the reason why I didn't get in, I said I like meta calls. The reason why I like meta calls in the beginning was because it did not hit right here. It was right here. Meta right now is friggin' falling, and I'm pissed that I didn't take it at the
Yeah,
50
I
line.
had it ready for you.
I'm pissed that I didn't take
Oh
it at
my
the
god,
50
that
line.
moved so much already. So ugly.
Shit, man. What is this over here? AVGO. AVGO is also coming back down. AVGO look quite familiar as well. Um,
The only thing with Meta, I feel like too, you have to be cautious is that it went to the VWAP. It could bounce off and continue up.
went to the VWAP on what?
What time frame was it? You showed me a time frame.
Well, the VWAP was a 15-minute.
Mm, was it?
Yeah, the VWAP was a
Let me
15
see
minute.
all the time frames.
Yeah, this is tricky because right here, the 1 hour and the Fisher is crossing on the 1 hour. Um, so again, you have to be really careful. When you're taking trades, that's why I always tell people make sure that you're we're still inside,
We're
but we
inside the
rejected.
candle.
Yeah, we
But it didn't break. You
rejected.
need to put an alert of when that breaks. But it's gonna touch VWAP. It's right
Right,
there.
it's right by
So
VWAP.
that is a very tricky
Yeah,
situation with Meta, personally.
yeah. See, Apple came right back down.
Yeah.
I told you guys, like, yo, I don't trust the move. So a lot of people got in calls thinking, okay, we're going to be pushing up. Market is going to be pushing back up when that's not the case. So you have to be very careful. Now, I should have took the meta puts up here. That's where I should have took it because right now, when it comes down here, it's going to be testing the 200 again.
I mean, you could have took Meta both ways. So honestly, you called them both. When you said to take it up to the line, it hit it perfectly. And then when you said to reject it, it hit it perfectly.
Let me look on this time frame. Yeah, we're going to come down. I don't see no kind of reversal setup, no type of nothing on here. It's breaking down past that. Damn it, man. Should have took the damn meta puts right there. Oh, we're
Oh,
falling too.
spy. Yeah.
Yeah. See how spy
You hit.
rejected off that line?
Yeah. You call that, but it broke the inside.
That was a 15. Yeah.
No say.
It rejected this one, right?
Yeah.
It rejected off of that. This is a 15-minute.
Yeah, you are definitely falling. Damn, man, that meta play was boss. I'm literally sitting here watching the contracts. That was a real good one. It already moved like two. Good call.
Be very careful, though, guys. Be very careful. We could be choppy.
At this
So
point, it don't make no sense taking no trades until 10 o'clock anyway. We have a few more minutes.
be very careful.
Let
Because
me see what the banks come in and do.
right now, the people that were in calls got caught in calls, right? So the people that were in calls, they probably closed their contracts out because they're down a lot, okay? Or unless they're keeping it to the bottom or the day low. So they just closed their contracts out. So right now, or they might still be holding, who knows? Some of them might be diamond hands. A lot of people probably closed their contracts already because they're down so much. So now we're going to pop back up because the simple fact that now the people that are in puts that didn't take their profit, they're going to pop it up a little bit, but we have to wait and see what happens right here. Um, there's certain things that make me think that they still can push it up, right? But there's certain things that I'm looking at. I'm like, yo, this should fall because futures is falling. And the reason why I say that is if I show you futures on the day, if I show you futures on the day right now, futures fell, but look, futures fell and hit target. Okay. So this is a 3-1 revert 3-1 setup. Perfect setup because once it break right here, you take a short and then your target, my target is always the body of the candle, which it went right there at the body, right? Um, some people will take it to the wick. I don't take it to the wick. I take it to the body. The wick is gonna be my next target. So it hit target right now. So in a sense, we can bounce back up. Okay, we could bounce back up at that point because we already hit target.
See what it is doing on the small time frame. I mean, we still got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
It's in a buy.
So this is a 3-1 setup right now um, on futures. See, look at this. This is XOM.
It's an inside day.
That's an inside day. Week already broke.
Oh, where's your phone? I knew something was missing.
Oh, the TikTok.
Where's
Oh
your other
shit.
phone?
It's in the car.
What? Do you have it on this phone?
Um, no, not the.
It's okay. You can't get that right now. Because then I'll be left.
Tesla is about to fucking do some shit too. These all should go down, yo. I was like in AVGO, so let me look at AVGO.
But remember, there's news that's tentative and we don't know what time. Couple seconds left.
Fuck.
A few seconds left.
Remember I talk about BA
You
first
have to put
15 minutes.
alert.
I thought I did.
No, you just looked.
BA went up to the 50, close to the 50 and reject.
Yeah. Hit target. All right. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock right now, guys. See that fall coming in on Meta
Where's Meta? Oh.
right there. But it's right there at the damn the
Change this.
200. I know. It's right there at the 200. So we're about to break date. Fuck, look at that. Um
They were so good.
we're hitting on the 200. That was a perfect trade
It
going down.
was. It was. You called it. I
That was a
literally
perfect
watched.
fucking trade going down. I just perfect trade going down. What is the 85 to the 585 puts? 585 puts. All right. AVGO is pushing.
Oh, AVGO just did a reversal.
No, not yet.
No. What time frame were you on?
See, this is hitting on a 200, which I don't like. I don't like the fact that it's hitting on a
Don't
200.
force it.
The 30-minute just broke to the downside, though. 30-minute just broke to the downside.
There's the VWAP.
Yeah,
Remember, I said that.
yeah.
That's where I saw the VWAP. I didn't know. Remember what time? Do they have a time for that news yet?
No,
It still says tentative. Okay.
still said tentative.
Okay.
See this, guys? You see that push on AVGO? Look at the push on AVGO.
But it reversed in the 5 minute.
Yeah, it did reverse on a 5-minute.
So it was going to push.
If Meta retests right down here at the low and break the low, then we're gonna drop. But right now, how I'm seeing it, they're gonna play within this range. So that's why I said that. Right? That's why I didn't take any shorts right here. Okay, because we're sitting on the 200. So that's why I'm like, the setup for me is just it's it's not it's not the best. If you guys are just joining me right now, I'm not in nothing. Okay, I'm not in no calls, no puts. I'm not in nothing right now. Just watching the charts. Amazon is a put right now. Okay, Amazon. Amazon went up and closed a gap. Look at AVGO. Watching AVGO on the corner of my eyes, boy. See what's happening with AVGO? That's why I'm like, some of these stocks, they look like they're first they went up, then they drop down, then they come back up. So bum, they go up, right? So everybody that say, all right, we're bullish, we're in calls, they drop it down. They were losing money. They closed out. So now the people that were in puts, oh, we're in puts. Bring it back up. Oh shit, we're going back up.
It's
Take your
crazy
money.
today.
So then that's why I'm saying you gotta be patient. Okay. That's why I told myself I'm like, I most likely won't trade until 10 o'clock and I'm not forcing anything. Now, a good trade was the meta that I was looking at earlier,
Both ways.
right? AVGO is going to be a call right now. Let me see right now on AVGO. Wait for a little bit because AVGO gapped up on this right here. AVGO is a call though. How much is that drop? 50 cents. Fuck. AVGO gapped up right here.
To your bottom tip.
Yeah, it gapped up. Guys, if you're just joining me, I have not taken any trades yet. I have not taken any trades yet. There you go, AVGO coming back down. That's why I said don't take it yet because it gapped up on the 5 minutes. So I'm expecting it to come back down.
Do you want me to go to the car for you? Or you good?
All right, fine. Yeah, I think they're messing with people today.
Mm-hmm. You ain't trying to be part of that.
Mm, 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 mm. Damn it. I miss Google. What is this? 67. Fuck, Google was a call. Divergence. Yeah, Google. Google call. Man, AVGO did not come back down and close this. I mean, missing that shit, dog. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
is today. What is it?
Hmm.
I don't know what it is today.
What's features? Click on it. You're already on it. Still bearish. Yeah, it's still dropping.
It's still coming down. Mm, yeah, he's looking like a call. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for this 15 minute.
All right, so let's just chill out, y'all. Let's get to 15. We got 5 more minutes. 10-10. That's my number combo.
Being very cautious today, guys. Like today is choppy, so I'm being very cautious with trades today. I'll be right back.
That's fine. All right, so let's just kind of go through and see what's what. Apple don't got a bottom, so that's looking like it could possibly come down. Adobe pushed. No, Adobe. Adobe's gonna go make a 3 today. Oh yeah, Adobe pushed 284. I mean 384. And still, huh? Yeah. Yep. Continuation to the upside. Not yet, but it's where it's heading. Once it breaks the monthly, 388, that's the reversal.
Where is it? That's a monthly for Adobe,
Yeah.
right?
Where do they make you write your stuff now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
message?
message.
Oh, wow, that's weird. Just put it in just because I don't want to.
You put it on the monthly?
Yeah, it's monthly. Yeah, yeah. Not heard that. There we go. Just to have it there because I don't want us to miss that when it does happen. It's very important that you guys use your alerts because sometimes you may think like, okay, I'm going to come back, but then you get so much. Look at our watch list. It's a big watch list. So you get distracted and you miss moves because you don't have things on the alerts.
See why I said things are mixy, guys? Look at everything
But
pop
this
back up.
didn't have a bottom, I said.
Yeah, this doesn't have a bottom,
That's
but
why
right now the 15 minutes is about to end. And if Apple breaks this, then we're coming back up.
yeah, either way, I
Right?
know.
Like I said with
I kind of want Meta to close above
the
the
VWAP.
VWAP.
Yeah. I wanted to close above VWAP too because if Meta close above VWAP and then break this 15, then it's a call back to the highs.
But it's staying below it at this point. We only got 20 something seconds, so. I need to change my case. Screen.
AVGO came back down to the gap. Nope. Did not came back down to the gap. Close the gap. Nope. Also looking at Apple right here, guys. A break of this 15 on Apple, and we could push back up. I want Apple to come back down first, though. I'd like Apple to come back down, test VWAP, bounce off of VWAP, and then go up. So as of right now, we're still not in no trades. Okay. As of right now, we're still not in no trades.
And we are okay with that.
See a smaller time frame. We're back below VWAP
Yeah.
on Meta.
Mm. It's going to possibly do a reversal on the 5. Go put a bottom Apple. Damn.
All right, guys. I'm about to jump in Apple calls in a little bit once I see the break of this candle. All right, I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna take Apple calls right here, guys.
All right. We're in it. We're in a 200 call.
We just got in a 200 Apple call. Meta is falling. Let's see right here. I think Meta is gonna show its face in a little bit. Meta have to do some type of reversal back to the upside. So right now, if you're joining in, guys, I just took Apple calls. I just took Apple 200 calls.
Can you just watch this for a second? We're right here. That's what we haven't
Okay.
moved yet.
All right, here we go on Apple. Watch Meta also on the upside. Watch Meta on the upside. Don't get into Meta yet until this 5 is ended. And then a break above this 5. We have 38 seconds left in this 5 minute. Meta is about to close above VWAP on the 5 minute as well. So if Meta comes up and break this 5 minute to the upside, then we could see some push to the upside. A better way to get into Meta is to wait till it break the 15-minute candle at 553.21 or 553.24. A break above 553.24, 593.24, then Meta can push back up to um, days high and above that. So here we go. It just broke the 5 and it's above VWAP. So that's a good sign right there. As far as that's why I said, just pay attention. Now it did gap up, so we might pull back a little bit and then continue up or it could just continue to push either way. See that pullback right there? That's because it's close to breaking the 15-minute. You want to see it pull back first, though, and close that gap. You want to see it pull back and close that gap. Now, we are in Apple calls right now. Up in Apple calls a little bit, not by much, but we are in Apple. Oh, shit. There we go on Apple. Apple just did a big push just now. Big push on Apple. All right, let me do this. Big push on Apple just now, guys. And came right back down. Big push on Apple just now. All right, so we are bullish too on Meta. Okay. Meta is bullish right now. Meta just broke the 15. Look at that. It just did a thing. It just
Spike?
Yeah, just a spike. Could you look up Meta?
Meta?
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Meta calls. Let me see.
Maybe that. Maybe. You need calls right now?
Um yeah.
Let's see.
Let me see something here. Wait. You already got into it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so we just got into Meta calls, and we in Apple calls. Okay, Meta calls, Apple calls. Apple just did a big spike just now. Um, wish I had some orders in Apple.
I mean,
No, like take profit wise.
oh, put it in.
Yeah, I already did while he was gone. All right, so Meta is pushing, guys. Meta is pushing right now. You should be up on Meta. Meta is pushing. Like I said, we're gonna test day high again. Okay, so we're gonna test day high again with the ability to go back up. We can go back up to 600 right at the body of the candle, but we also have the 50 that we're rejecting off of. Okay, so pay attention to that as well. 1 minute left in this 5 minute candle.
Okay. I mean, we're up. We're green.
Fuck, man. That spike on Apple. Apple is coming back in right now. What just happened? Apple taps debt market.
Oh, the hour.
Bond sales. Bond sales. Did that come out? Here's again. Optimus. Bond sales. Tentative. All right, here we go on Meta, guys. Meta is pushing. We're still in Apple. There we go on Meta. Nice push on Meta.
I'm taking to 200.
Yeah. Right now we're up 10% on Meta. So if you're up on Meta, make sure you take in trims or trail.
Could be it.
Here we go. Apple is coming back down. All right, here we go on Meta, guys. Nice push back to the upside. Nice push on Meta right here. Make sure you're trimming or taking some type of profit. We have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. Again, we are bullish on Meta, right? We're bullish on Meta right now. Meta can come back down though to 92, okay? Because it did gap up on the 5 minute. So just remember that. So make sure that you're taking some type of profit.
It took us in the trail.
Took us out.
Because it pulled back.
All right. So with Meta, guys, Meta can come back down because Meta gapped up on the 5 minutes. So it could come back down to 92.13. Okay. So that's why I was telling you, make sure you're taking profit. Okay. That's why I'm saying make sure you take profit. Apple just did some weird shit. Now, Apple did a spike on that push. Apple did a spike on that push up, right? Now we're closing right now. I want us to close above VWAP and I want us to close in green, okay, for Apple, right? So the only trade we're in right now, we're in Apple. We got trail we put a trail stop on Meta, okay? Once I'm over a certain percentage and I told you guys, make sure you're taking profits, okay? Make sure you're taking profits. So right now we're only in Apple. We're still in Apple trades. So with Apple, I want us to close above this VWAP right here, right? New 15-minute come in, bounce off of VWAP, and then continue up. Okay. If we break this previous 15, we can come all the way back down to today's low and below that. Now, on the higher time frame, we're inside bar on the 30-minute. Do I want to, in a sense, I'm supposed to wait for the break of the 30-minute candle for it to be bearish. Okay, I'm supposed to wait on that. Do I want to wait? Not necessarily. That's kind of like a big drawdown. But right now, this is exactly what I wanted to see from Apple. I want to see a push up back and a close. So this is right where we entered the trade. Um, we're right close to break even, not exactly at break even. Our cost is 259.
No, it's not. We're at break even. It's right here.
Oh, our cost is 254. Sorry.
We're at break even.
Our cost is 254, so we're right back at break even on Apple.
200
Right.
calls.
We're on 200 calls right now. Perfect setup right now. Like the fact that we close above VWAP. And because we close above VWAP, now we're able to push. All right. So we have a wick at the bottom right here, right now. So I don't want Apple. Hopefully, Apple doesn't come back down to this wick, we just push, continue up to the push. Now, earlier, right, I mentioned when Apple was going up, the target on Apple earlier was a 50% line, which is 120, 201.13, right? That was the target earlier for Apple. Okay. So that would be my first target, the 201.13. That's the 50% line. Um, so right here on the day, let me show you. So on the day, we have right here 201.16 is a 50% retracement line. Okay. So I want to see us go to that direction right there. That will be the first take profit. That will be a level where we might reject or can reject from, right? If we blow across this, if we blow through this on the day chart, then we could push more. Okay. If Apple breaks this 15-minute candle, I'm going to be closing it. I'm just letting you guys know. That will be a reversal to the downside, and I'm not looking forward to that. All right. So, um, right now on the 30-minute, we have an inside, we have a 3-1 setup on the 30-minute, which is technically, right? Technically, I should wait because even if it break the 15, it did not break the 30. So technically I should wait, right? Um but I don't know if I don't know if I want to deal with that
Let it
drawdown.
run. Let it run.
I don't know if I want to deal with that drawdown because at the end of the day, when it break the 15, we could come all the way back down. On the 1 hour, we still have 27 minutes left. We're still a one inside bar on the 1 hour as well. Um, 4 hour, 4 hour, we're outside bar looking good to the upside on the 4 hour. Um, so we're gonna see as far as that. Right now, if we're testing VWAP, even if we test VWAP, I want to see the bounce off of VWAP. We're above VWAP, so that's good. Okay. So we just want to see a continuation up to 201 right there. On Meta, if you guys stayed in Meta, um, like I said, Meta gapped up. So there we go on Meta. Meta had gapped up. Okay. And I mentioned that to you guys. So there you go. It just closed the gap and bounced right off. Okay. Right there. Right there at the gap, come back down, close the gap, bounce back up. So now we could continue to push up. So, in a sense, if this 5 minute candle closes the way it is right now, and then we have the next 5 minute candle come in, test VWAP, bounce off, and break this 5 minute high, then we're going to see Meta push back up to 94.75 and then up back to day high at 95, 96 or 95, 95. Is it that? Yeah. With the possibility we're gonna test 96 at that point. But Meta have to close above this VWAP and then come up and break this 5 minute right now. So we're above VWAP, which is good. We're above VWAP, which is good on Meta. I already closed out my contract. I closed out my contract at the top. I had a trailing stop. It closed me out. I told everybody make sure you're taking your trims because we was well over what? We was over 10%, well over 10%, right? So yeah. All right, here we go. I'm at a 24 seconds left in this candle. 24 seconds left. We're getting a hard drop on Meta right now. Hard drop on Meta.
Let me see the 15 on Meta. Mm, okay.
Hard drop on Meta right now.
You can go at 5.
Come right down here at the body. Yeah, we're dropping right here at the body right here. And then bounce.
came in
Where?
at 10:06. Isn't this it?
No, I wasn't
This
talking.
is
That's
NZD.
that's one of them.
Yeah, but there's
Um.
no more tentative for the U.S.
Oh,
It already came in.
well, I was thinking about the bond.
I don't know.
So you see that, guys? See how we come down to the body right here and bounce right off the body? So it respected the body area right there. Okay. So that's what I was saying. Come down to the body on a 15-minute, bounce right off. Now, if we come back down, test the body, and break the 15, we will be falling at that point. We will be falling. My Apple is not looking good as far as the Apple calls. We was up on Apple calls. Apple is about to break the damn 15. If it break the 15, what is that low right there? 60 cents. Mm. We broke the 15, guys. And we're sitting right there. Let's see on the 5 minute, 5 minute rejected. I'm closing this Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where hold on.
Too
Hold
late.
on. You close it?
You said I'm closing this Apple.
Yeah. It's creating this. Sometimes you just see with your eyes, but it's okay. All right, so I'm out of Apple, guys. It reversed on the 15 minutes, so I'm not taking any chances. Yeah. Okay. Meta looks like it wants to reverse on a 5. Back to the up. This is creating slime right in here. So right now, guys, I'm not in no trades. Okay. Apple broke the 15. Um, so I closed Apple on the because Apple broke the 15 to the downside. So let me show you what I saw on Apple. So we are creating higher lows on Apple, but it did break the 15 to come back down to the downside. So it reversed on a 15-minute candle. That means that we could come back down. The next target for Apple would be 167.69. So that will be the next target, which is right within that 30-minute. Like I said, we have an inside bar on that 30-minute candle. So if we come down and break this, at that point, we're going to be bearish. If I hold on to this whole thing, then I'm going to be losing a lot more money. Okay. And we could continue to the downside. We are creating lower highs on the higher time frame right here. Um, I was hoping to go back up right here, but once we break right here, then I'm out. Now it is hitting on this line that I drew right here. You could see that it's creating higher lows on this time frame. So we could potentially come right here, bounce off back to the upside. But I rather take a small loss than to hold on to something hoping that will happen, hoping that it will come right here and bounce off. I've done trading long enough to know that sometimes that shit don't work. You're hoping when you see something happen. My wife always say this, and we're down to it from day one. Trade what the chart gives you, right? What do you say?
Yep. Trade what the chart gives.
Trade what the chart gives you. And right now, the chart give me that we reverse on the 15-minute. So I'm gonna trade that. I'm gonna say, yo, listen, I'm in a call. I'm gonna get out of that call because it showed that it reversed on the 15-minute. On the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, we could come all the way back down and close below VWAP. Not sure, okay? But I'm trading what the chart gives me, and right now, we reverse back to the downside. Um, it's showing right here a bearish divergence on a 15-minute too when this setup. So right now we have price action right across right here, but then we have the oscillator going down. So we'll see. Now, if Apple comes up and break this 15-minute candle right here, then we're going back to the upside. But at that point, I will already close my trade. But again, I'm following my trading plan. VGO did go up to 200.
What was the high?
No, 199.
But yeah.
199. Came down and closed the gap on the 5 minute, right? Yep. Closed the gap on the 5 minute that I talked
Then
about.
reversed.
Then went up. What futures weekly look like? Futures is popping back up. Mm, look at that. Where's the 50% line on this?
You hit target and then bounce.
Yeah. Hit target, bounce right off a target. But right now, this came back down and looked like it touched a 50% retracement line on this. Not completely. All right, guys. Apple pushing back up. Man, 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 man. I hate when that happens. Adobe is looking good, guys. To the upside. Adobe is looking very good to the upside. Monthly on Adobe. 405. Yeah, Adobe is looking very good, guys. See weekly. Weekly already broke. Mm. What Adobe contracts look like for a month out? Right now, Apple is struggling, guys. If you notice, Apple closed below VWAP. There you go on Apple. Apple is coming back down. So that's why I said be careful. Apple is coming back down. And Apple still an inside bar on a 15. I like Adobe. And this hasn't been running up. So Apple is coming back down, guys. That's why I said close. That's why I closed my contract. Okay. That's why I closed my contract. Okay. Now, this right here, we're still within the 30 minutes. So we're still within that inside bar. So for the next 10 minutes, we could bounce and play around. And then the next 30-minute candle that comes in, a break of either the high or the low is going to tell you the direction that it wants to go in as far as a stronger direction, right? Because we've been consolidating for a while. So if you notice with this, we have this 15-minute candle right here. If we close above VWAP, that's good. If we close within this range and then we break above this candle right here, then we're going to push back up to the upside, but we still have to break that candle. So pay attention to that. Again, uh, once it broke this 15-minute candle, I was out. With all this said, guys, we still can fall. Okay, remember, we still can fall. With futures, remember, futures went back up, but it could just retrace back up for for a breather and then fall right back down. Okay, so some of these, yeah, they push up, but then they're coming right back down. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the charts. Trade what the chart gives you. Okay, trade what the chart gives you. I got a hard stop at 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, then I'll be done until tomorrow. So make sure that when you're trading, trade with caution. Today's a choppy day. You could already see today was a choppy day. Just looking at this could tell it's a choppy day, but I think we're gonna come down. I think we're gonna come down. Meta is showing signs of coming down. Yeah, I think we're gonna come down. Let's see if Meta can get back over, but
Apple still dropping? Like not
it's
more.
consolidating right now. It break the 15, but it's consolidating. 'Where was it? It was right here. Come back down. Break that.
Did you bring this up? Or did I do?
I did
Oh, oh, oh.
because I was looking at Adobe um for a swing,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to see what it looked like
Oh, okay.
um for a month out contract.
It's the end of the month.
Yeah, but I needed to drop down, come back, and then you know get it right there. But Adobe looked like. Hmm?
No, I was just looking at the. I don't know if that's new or not. I'm not sure. When was that?
6 a.m.
Basically, don't shop.
Hmm?
Basically, don't shop. Don't do nothing because it's gonna be a pain. You're paying for that.
Apple pushing back up. Mm,
Literally hit your line.
yeah, it never broke. Never broke the 30 minute, but it broke the 15 minute. And I told myself if it break the 15, I'm gonna get out. Even though I see the 3-1 set up on the 30 minute. Might come back to bite me. What happened?
Read this. Even he said American children, for example, don't need as many toys. Do they need to spend as much money as we need? Yo, this is funny. Basically, I need to start. But yo, that ain't no joke.
Yeah, Trump out here saying some crazy shit.
That ain't no joke.
Trump out here saying some crazy
Y'all
shit.
better cut back in spending, is what he said. Your babies don't need $30.
Yeah,
He said they can have three. Learn to rotate with that baby
they don't need
doll.
250 pencils. They
They can
can do it
have
five.
five.
Yeah,
So that sometimes people say stuff in your face and you really have to listen.
the overspending though.
Well, because everything is going to be so much more, or is starting already. Shoot.
Did AVGO hit that 200? No,
Not
not yet.
necessarily.
Not yet.
I'm sorry, I'm really into this.
All right, guys. So this candle is about to end in 1 minute 20 seconds, right? So remember a break above with Apple. I was in Apple calls. I got out because it broke the 15 minute, so I got out. But right now, this new 15 minute came in. It's not above VWAP, but closing above VWAP is a good sign, and it's still on my line as far as an uptrend. Okay, it's still on my line as far as an uptrend.
But go to the 5 minute.
Um, on
What
a
was the? No, that wasn't it. What chart did you just have that showed inside bars? I just saw it.
the 30 minute,
The 30 minute looks good. Then go to the 30 then.
yeah, but right here you have
Oh,
this,
yep. Gotta be careful.
right? So you have that wedge that is going through. Okay,
Make it play right within that.
so my thing is with that wedge,
Well, either way. Mm.
with that wedge that is playing on right there, it can go either way. So what you want to do is you want to pay attention to the high of this candle and the low of this candle. A break of the low, we're going to drop down today's low and possible drop even more. A break above here, we're going to push and go up further. I think on all the charts that I'm looking at, I think we might come back down. Right now, if futures keep dropping, then we're gonna come back down. Let me see futures. Yeah, futures had a run up just now, coming back in. Apple is about to reverse on a 15 minute, but we're still in that red wedge. So be careful. Um, we would have been right back at break even on Apple. Yeah, we would have been right back at break even. So Apple just reversed on a 15-minute to go back up. It did not break the 30-minute yet. And then Adobe just broke to the upside as well. I really like Adobe. Really like Adobe. See how it touched my line right here? Touch my line, reject that line. So you want it to break above the line, close above it, come back in, test that line, and then continue for it to be bullish um, on that side. Now we're still at inside bar on the 30-minute. So that was there. Let me just show you guys. We're still we're still doing the dance right here within the 30-minute. Okay, so anything can happen within that 30-minute. So that's why I'm telling everybody just be careful. Don't get chopped up in this right now. Don't get chopped up. Okay. Tesla is the same thing. Tesla is the same exact chart. That wasn't the one we had.
What do we have?
Oh, yeah, it was. Could
Well,
you look
your
at
hard stop is 11 o'clock.
Could you look at Tesla calls? Can you look at Tesla
See
contracts?
how he's extending for y'all today?
Three one.
Where 275? You want Tesla? You want calls?
Yeah, it would be calls.
Okay.
It wouldn't be 75.
What?
It wouldn't be 75.
Why? Oh, Stone Mountain to the free courtesy show. They come out here.
Darling. Darling. Google lungs. Ah, shit.
Shit.
Ah,
Like,
shit.
which one do you go?
Ah, shit.
Oh man.
Ah, shit. What is this? 30 minutes? 1 hour? Ah, shit. Guys, I'm
Change of
about to
plans.
get into Google calls.
Which one? Tesla or Google?
No, my Google just went off. Google calls, guys.
Oh, come on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta rush and do this. Don't do 167.
Yeah, 167.50.
We're in it.
All right, guys. So I just got into Google calls. So my alert just went off. My Google alert just went off. So that's it. That's one thing that I don't look at when it goes off. I just take it. Okay. I'll come over. I'll look at the chart. My chart is my thing is based on a 1 hour, and I mean I missed this move earlier, right? But that's just a dollar move to up where it's at right now. But we're bullish on that. Um, Let me see on the week. Yeah, on the week we had broke on the week and we came down not by much. We had broke on the week. I told you guys that the target was 168. 168 was a target. All right, guys. So that's it for me today. Make sure you're monitoring your trades. I just got into some 167.50 calls on Google. I just got into some 167 calls on Google. My target on Google is gonna be. Let me just pull it up. Mm, Send that 50% retracement line. Mm, my target is gonna be. I'm probably gonna hold on to these and swing them. But for this, my target is gonna be 166.70. The first target should be 166.70, followed by 167. So this day high, but again, um, the target because it broke weekly and I was bullish on it, right? I was bullish on Google from yesterday. We did Google calls yesterday. So with that, the target on Google is 168.24. That will be my first target on the week. All right. Followed by 167, 170, followed by 172. So those will be my target for Google. Now my stop on Google is gonna be if it breaks the day low. It not if it breaks the day low, but if it breaks the 1 hour low, then I'll get back out of Google. So that's gonna be it for me. All right, guys. So with that said, I'm done for the day. Um, Again, I'm in Google calls, so just pay attention if you jump in Google calls. But I'll keep you guys updated as far as what goes down with my Google call tomorrow as well. All right. All right. Talk to y'all later.